Again, welcome on behalf of Mrs. Farina, Mrs. Fulton, Mrs. Sarah Jo Friend Armstrong, and myself, Mr. Magnuson. I want to welcome everyone to our 20th Annual Fine Arts Festival, showcasing student artwork, writing, video, audio, and senior portfolio entries located here in the lobby of Port Huron High's Performing Arts Center. At this time, I would like to introduce our superintendent of Port Huron Area School District, Mr. Ron Woline, to say a few words.
Good morning, and on behalf of the Port Huron Area School District and the Board of Education, we'd like to say congratulations. And I believe I have a board member, Rhonda Ryan. Raise your hand there, and thank you for being here. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Well, you know, it's always great to be back here in Big Red Country, and students, do you know why? Students, I can't hear. Do you know why? Because Port Huron High School is one of the finest high schools in the state of Michigan, bar none. And I really, really believe that. And I've said that my entire career and all the time that I was at Port Huron High, because the pride, the tradition, the excellence that these students possess here, it can't be touched. And it's well recognized throughout the state. And their work is absolutely amazing. And as I reflect and look at different schools throughout the system, and not only our district, but throughout the state, what makes a good school a great school, it's the performing arts. And if it's the art, the music, choir, drama, whatever it may be, if it's the poetry, writing, that makes the difference. This is, build it and they will come. People are beginning to recognize what our students are doing. And last night, I don't know how many of you were at the collage concert. It was absolutely amazing. Is Kimberly in the crowd here? Student Kimberly Drury. She absolutely hit it out of the park last night when she was singing. And when you see like the performing arts, all the different shows that we have here, it's top notch. And I can't thank the students enough, because it's all about the students. And with that, this has been going on for now 20 years. And it's certainly a mark of just the excellent work that these students do year after year. And I had an opportunity to really look at all the artwork out in the lobby, and just top notch. And I know a little bit about artwork because I'm a fine arts major. So just, follow your passion, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do it, because you can. And really, it's never about programs, it's people. And your art instructors and your teachers here are absolutely amazing. And I don't have to say that. I'm the superintendent. But I see things as I travel the state and go through this district. And you've just got a great group of individual teachers that really want the very best for your sons and daughters. So with that, have a great day, and as always, go Big Reds. Thank you.
I would just like to also thank Mr. Woline for all the support and financial support. Most of the display boards that we've been using for several years through Mr. Woline's workings, we have all the excellent easels and pedestals and everything, and it was just because of him. So thanks again. At this time, I'd also like to introduce our principal of Port Huron Area School, Mr. Ben Brock.
Good morning, students and parents. I thought about what would be the key word to speak about here in front of all of you. The key word right now is grateful. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to be the principal here at Port Huron High School. We were grateful, we all are grateful, of the teachers we have in front of you to teach you. We're grateful for the students that we have here. We're really grateful for the opportunity for us to be a Big Red. The legacy that's here, the tradition, the pride, the excellence of being from Port Huron High School is something that can't be touched, And all of you sitting in here right now will realize this 10, 20, 30 years from now when you're coming back for your reunion. What I'd like you to do right now at this point, though, you're never going to forget your favorite teachers, and your favorite teachers are your fine arts teachers. Give them a round of applause, please. The next thing is this, passion. A lot of you have the passion. Some of you have talent. Some of you have talent and passion. When it comes to combining both, as you can see from the artwork up there, as you can see from the artwork out there in the hallway, in the PAC lobby, some of you have put a lot of time into your artwork. And I had my 3-year-old son, Merrick, here with us last night at the collage concert, and as we walked out the back door over there, he stopped and he saw the Ninja Turtle that was there. He saw that. He stopped, he saw the dot paintings. He wanted everything that he saw. This is great, Dad. You don't understand just how amazing some of your pieces are out there. You don't understand just how much other people will appreciate that. Now, my wife is also an art teacher here in the district, and I remember her in high school and in college bringing home these great pieces of art, and I thought, these are great, let's frame those. She goes, no, those are just extras I just brought home. There wasn't enough room in there. Remember what you're doing is great, and you are also leaving a legacy by all the pieces of artwork that you're collecting. Please don't take any of that for granted. We've seen a lot of amazing time and effort and pieces that you guys have done over the years since I've been here, and I know that your parents who are here supporting you today, they see some of the talent and some of the passion that you have as well. So please don't lose that when you go on to the next level. Always keep the fine arts as something that not only you can do, but also your passion. And once again, thank you for being here today, and go Big Reds.
Thank you, Mr. Brock, again for all the support that you've given our Fine Arts Festival and in our program. The continued support has just made it possible for us to do everything that we've been doing. It would not be a true Fine Arts Festival without performances from our band and choir. So we're take it away, Mr. Jones and Mr. Beasley.
Thank you very much. As Mr. Willeen commented, we did have our collage concert last night, had well over 300 students performing together on the same stage. So we just brought together a couple little pieces of that. Also like to remind you, tonight's the guitar class, we're doing something kind of unique. We're going to be performing our various pieces, but then we'll also be performing the entirety of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon album in real time. Movies, smoke machines, should be a lot of fun, so we'd hope to see you there, as well as a choir concert next Wednesday night, the 21st. So if you can make the time, it will be time well spent. We hope to see you then. And with that, flute duet. Women's Ensemble will now do two songs. The soloist on the first song is Kaylee LaValle, and the soloist on the second song is Ariane Kelly.
Oh Lord, won't you tell me why sweat, hard-headed believer. I threw my hands in the air, said, show me something. He said, if you dare, come a little closer. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. Yeah, it takes me all the way, and I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living. It's not just something you take, it's given. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. Yeah, it takes me all the way, and I want you to stay. The reason I hold on, 'cause I need this hold on. Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one that needed saving. 'Cause when you never see the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. Yeah, it takes me all the way, and I want you to stay. I want you to stay.
Let's give another applause to Mr. Jones, Mr. Beasley, the choir, and the band ensemble. While we're waiting for the screen to come down, it's hard to believe that it's been 20 years. I can remember the very first year, 1995, when we had about 68 entries and we held it in the media center. So we've come a long way from that time to the present. But it's all been good. Days like this, just we really appreciate everything that we've been given, and we believe that this is our dream job, and we're very blessed to be here at Port Huron High. Our logo this year, Fine Arts Festival, was designed by Hannah Relkin, a sophomore in my digital design class, and I don't know is Hannah here today? Well, we have a framed copy of the poster that we will give her. So we have a contest every year for the Fine Arts Festival logo, and hers was picked. And in that note, we also are going to be selling the t-shirts that all the teachers are wearing today. So if you're interested, it has the logo from this year's festival. And because of the Starry Night effect, we are in green and blue. And to our students who hung the artwork on Monday, please stand so we can thank you for all your help this past Monday during school. Mr. Magnuson's second hour AP Studio Art class, Mrs. Fulton's first hour ceramic design class, and Mrs. Farina's first hour drawing class. You'll all stand, those that helped hang the show. All the teachers would also like to give a special thanks to Bethany Kostanaki for all her work on the labels. Bethany, stand up. Also, we'd like to thank Sarah Falk and Kayla Provencher for registering all the work. So where's Sarah and Kayla? Stand up. So thanks to our judges. It takes a long time to judge this, and the teachers don't judge this, not the art teachers, but we had Mr. Dennis Snyder, Mrs. Cara Baglier-Rand, Mrs. Andrea Malachi Wansedal, Mrs. Denise Selby, and Mr. Roger Hansel. With such a large show, the judging time takes several hours, and we appreciate your time, so we'd like to give them a round of applause. Our first fall display was at Studio 1219 this fall, and we would like to now announce those students whose artwork won an honorable mention ribbon. Please come up when your name is called. We'll start with Mrs. Farina.
Curtis Harding. For his pencil drawing. Come on up, Curtis, are you here? And Brandon Bertles for his shattered image pencil drawing. Jason Mallon for his pencil drawing. Elizabeth Jakubiak for her colored pencil drawing. Kyle Collinge for his pencil drawing. Garrett Balkwell for his pencil drawing. And Greg Baranowski for his colored pencil drawing. Nice work.
And now Mrs. Fulton will announce her ribbons.
All right, we have Damon Jones. And Adriana Beach. Emma Emery. Kaylin Kotsky. and Jesse George. It is approximately 8:28 or so, so that means this is the end of first hour. So if you have to go to second hour, if you don't have anything to show, you should probably leave now. Quietly, please, and thanks.
Okay, I will announce the honorable mention ribbons for myself. Tiara Henry for her imation. Logan McMillan for her painting. Amber Churchill for her woven wolf. Trisha Hill for her digital design piece. And Sam Zepzauer for his drawing. We'll get those to those students later. This year we had 78 students and close to 150 pieces of artwork displayed at SC4 during March and April in the Beatrice Thornton Student Art Exhibit. We will announce those names. Please come up to receive your certificate. Alma Lengowski. Amber Churchill. Bethany Kostanecki. Sam Zepazauer. Mark Kovach. Robert Miller. Madison Woods. Mario Vera. Emily Ellis. Elizabeth Jakubiak. Nathaniel Ramo. Shelby Beatty. Tiara Henry. Alexis O'Hare. Logan McMillan. Jordan Cureton. Jamie Smedley. Alexander Wack. Maya Lepores. Edward Taylor. Dalen Frady. Trisha Hill. Chelsea Wenzel. Charles Marshall. Autumn Reese. Maisie Campbell. Vanessa Robbins. And Emily Glennie.
Audrey Henley. Brad DeLand. Curtis Harding. Erica Sears. Mari Olvera. Garrett Balkwell. Dalen Ellis. Emily Ellis. Emily Cowdrey. Ahmad Bankston. Jocelyn Griffin. Kevin Shell. Casey Lambert. Denton Gould. Jason Mallon. Brianna Potvin. Madison Collins. Emily Falk. Alicia Harville. Katie Fanson. Gianni DiTrapani. Nicole Ransberger. Megan Sherlock. Kim Drury. And Krista Weedy.
We've got a couple of doubles here. They had something in the show. Damon Jones for myself and Mr. Magnuson. Also Jesse George for myself and Mr. Magnuson. Okay, Sarah Falk. Yvonne Harden. Chase Jawar. Aubrey Ruiz. Sabrina Wright. Caitlin Thomason. Angela Hensley. Ayaka Hebe. Caitlin Katsky. Carly Nieves. Kelly Thompson. Brian Haynes. Brendan Connard. Adriana Beach. Jessica Julie. Emma Emery. Gabby Stokes. And Kayla Provencher.
Now we will hand out our Fine Arts Festival certificates. We want to give a certificate to everyone that's participated this year. Please stand on stage right when your alphabet letter is announced. We're going to start off with A through H with Mrs. Fulton, and Mrs. Farina will be announcing I through Q, and I'll be doing R through Z. So if the A's will start to come down and B's.
Clara Alderman Wucci. Garrett Balkwell. Jake Bade. Vicky Barkley. Okay, where's everybody at? Here's one I know is here. Shelby Beatty. Nathan Borowski. Jamie Bowman. Eric Briggs. Marcus Brown. Jack Burdick. Stefan Burrell. Brianna Kaladi. Maisie Campbell. Owen Carter. Nessa Cerny. Melissa Chen. Cassidy Shivers. Amber Churchill. Jordan Collier. Kyle Collins. Brendan Connard. Emily Cowdrey. Jordan Curitan. Miranda Dorr. Caitlin Draco. Elizabeth Dugas. Dalen Ellis. Courtney Evans. Michaela Evans. Cheyenne Evers. Emily Falk. Sarah Falk. Kaylee Falk Grant. Alex Forstner. Daylin Frady. Jessica George. Chad Gibbs. Denton Gould. Jared Graham. Jocelyn Griffin. Jesse Guerrero. Alexandra Hand. Amelia Hanshoe. Eli Hanshoe. Yvonne Harden. Curtis Harden. Amber Hardy. Anthony Harlan Silver. Justine Harnish. Raylene Harnish. Ashley Hartman. Alicia Harville. Sean Hatch. Brian Haynes. Dustin Heaton. Audrey Henley. Maya Lepores. Ayaka Hebe. Dakota Hilton. Cameron Hinojosa. Joey Holzberger. Isabel Hyde.
Naya Jacobs. Elizabeth Jakubiak. Chase Jawar. James Jemison. I don't think she got the right one. Justin Johnson. Delman Jones. Damon Jones. Lisa Jones. Chanda Jones. Jessica Julie. Brianna Kazmarek. Kayla Keiko. Chelsea Kielbas. Jillian Kendrick. Jimmy Kennedy. Caitlin Kinzel. Josie Kirchner. Mackenzie Klein. Becca Koke. Caitlin Kester. Bethany Kostanecki. Kaylin Kotsky. Mark Kovach. Casey Lambert. Elma Langowski. Maya Lepores. Ashley Lonsby. Devin Lynch. Rebecca Lynch. Sarah McFarland. Jason Mallon. Kylie Markle. Charles Marshall. Parrish Meadows. Bria Mercurio. Jenna Mercurio. Robert Miller. Dallas Mitchell. Cassidy Morgan. Jordan Muddocks. Amanda Need. Carly Nevis. Angelica Ongren. Mari Olvera. Tyler Osmer. Ezra Pettit. Alex Pickett. Oops. Katie Pyank. Paul Prey. Kayla Provincier.
Just to remind everyone that if we've misspelled your name, please correct it with a pencil and hand it back to us, and we'll get you the correct certificate. Nicole Rasenberger. Nathaniel Ramo. Vanessa Robbins. Melanie Rodriguez. Aubrey Ruiz. Kaylee Ruiz. Desiree Soromos. Erica Sears. Savannah Sinek. Aaron Sexton. Jamie Smedley. Andrew Smith. Bryce Solomon. Bailey Spencer. Dan Sterling. Melissa Steyer. Gabrielle Stokes. Megan Strachan. Jocelyn Swinson. Edward Taylor. Melissa Themis. Caitlin Thomason. Kyle Thompson. Megan Thompson. Kelly Thompson. Julia Van Hulenbroek. Adriana Veach. Rebecca Vincent. Alexander Wack. Tony Washington. Krista Vidi. Sydney Wilbur. Caitlin Wilton. Sam Zeppezauer. Alexis Zolik. You're not last. Well, thank you for sitting through that. There's a lot of people that make up this festival, and we appreciate it. We will now announce the writing awards as well as the audio and video awards. Under poetry, third place goes to a piece called What If Words Cut by Bria Mercerio. Second place goes to a poem called 3 Hours by Kayla Provencher. Come up and get your ribbon. And our first place poem, this is for 9th through 12th grade, and the piece was called Dead Marshes by Carly Neves. And if we give her some applause, we'll have her. Can I read it, some of it? Okay, I'm going to read just a little bit of it. Dead marshes. Wandering through a wood, I saw a little hare He led me to a bog of marshes, dead and bare, filled to the brim with plants, reeds and weeds and grass. But all of it was dead. I wondered how I'd pass. The hare then took a turn and jolted to the left. I followed him with care upon a stony cleft, and looking through the mist, I thought I saw a light, a candle burning there, a candle dimly bright. And that's just part of it, but thank you. Under fiction and nonfiction, our third place goes to a piece called Home, Chandra Jones. Second place, the piece is called The Deep End by Rebecca Lynch. And our first place for fiction and nonfiction, and the piece is titled Windfall by Michaela Evans. And maybe we can get Michaela to read a little bit? Do you mind if I do?
If you can make it. It's got a lot of different.
Why don't you just read the first paragraph? Okay.
It's a 10-page story.
I know. It is a 10-page story. I will try to do just a paragraph here. Windfall. Dangus dress, coinage was thin and pliant. You could bend a piece of it between your thumb and forefinger, which was acceptable since her citizens carried a great deal of it. The queenship valued Luke at the 2 drat stars. For the same piece, one could buy an apple of disputable quality from a merchant of disputable character. This was also acceptable since northern slaves were abundant wharfside. A blue-eyed group of them were called a bushel, and body for body, they were cheaper than grain of a similar count. We only had one entry for video, and first place went to Stephen Burrell for his news production. And third place for audio also went to Stephen Burrell for his untitled piece.
Thank you.
And if you notice the piece that was playing when we first came in, it was second place, went for Link's Journey Symphonic Movement Number 4 by Carly Neves. Congratulations. And our first place, titled Abysmal by Bailey Spencer. We would like to play it. Thank you, Bailey. Our art entries, again, as I mentioned before, started off with 68 entries in 1995. We went to 133 in 1998. We jumped way up to 418 in 2007. And we had the most entries, 490 entries in 2008. This year, we have a little bit smaller show. We have only 170 students, and we have over 239 entries. So it's my distinct pleasure to announce the Art Awards this year with the help of Mrs. Eugenia Fulton and Mrs. Marie Farina. The Art Department has many fine awards and contests that we participated this year. And first, a few thank yous. We also want to thank the fourth person in our committee, Mrs. Sarah Jo Friend Armstrong, for organizing this year's writing entries. And she organizes the judges and the writing results. Thanks again. And it's been a joint effort between Mrs. Fulton, Mrs. Farina, and myself, many hours after school matting and preparing the entries. And again, without all the student help, it wouldn't be as successful as it was. Thanks again for everybody's help. I also want to thank Denise Selby for all the extra work and coordination it takes to make this exhibit and this awards ceremony successful, and also again to Mr. Brock for his support of the arts. Now, before the Art Awards, we have a few awards that we wanted to announce from past winners this fall and winter. Scholastics is a regional and national competition, and we had several awards this year that we wanted to announce. First of all, we have Carly Neves with Silver Key in Sculpture, Adriana Veach, an honorable mention in Ceramic and Glass, Logan McMillan, honorable mention in Painting, Alexis O'Hare, honorable mention in Design, Courtney German-Prez, honorable mention in Digital Art, Vanessa Robbins, honorable mention in Sculpture. Charles Marshall, Silver Key in Digital Design, Melissa Steyer, honorable mention in Digital Art. Alma Langowski, a Gold Key in Drawing, Tara Henry, Silver Key in Digital Art. Damon Jones, a Gold Key in Mixed Media and a Silver Key in Printmaking. Sam Zeppezauer, a Silver Key in Drawing. And we had two senior portfolios that won Gold Keys. Damon Jones, and this is his 8 pieces that made up his portfolio. And Sam Zeppezauer, also a Gold Key in senior portfolio. Let's give these fine artists a round of applause. Well, for the third year in a row, we have had an entry that has won the Embracing Our Differences Billboard contest in Sarasota, Florida. This year's winner was Dallas Mitchell, 10th grade. Only 40 were picked out of over 4,000 entries around the world. And we're lucky this year to have a picture of the billboard in Sarasota that also, we had an honorable mention that was listed in the book, and her piece was also printed up in the book by Chelsea Wenzel, a 12th grader. And then this year are regional and state winners for the Knights of Pythias poster contest. Hannah Relkin, a 10th grader, won first place in our city. She received $100, and she won first place in the state of Michigan, $150. Her piece is now in a national contest where she could win another $1,000. Second place, Holly Koenig, also 10th grader, won second place in the city and second place in the state. And Lucas Merrill, 12th grader, won third place in the city and third place in the state competition. So please give these also artists a round of applause. So on to our art awards. We will start with painting. Third place for 9th through 10th painting for a piece called Autumn, Emily Ellis. Second place for painting for 9th through 10th, and the painting was titled Midnight Melancholy by Amber Churchill. And for first place for painting through 9th through 10th, it was titled Bubbles, Audrey Henley. Continuing with painting through 11th through 12th, third place, Marla Overa for The Bleeding Tree. Second place, the painting was titled The Road in a Foggy Forest by Jamie Bowman. And our first place painting, 11th and 12th, Damon Jones, Young. On to the category pencil, 9th through 10th, third place, and the title was Clockwork Vaudeville by Audrey Henley. Second place in pencil, 9th through 10th, Alma Lingowski. Woman in the Woods. And first place, a piece titled Still Life with Rocks and Feather, Amber Churchill. Beautiful piece, Amber. Pencil, 11th and 12th grade, third place, Kelly Thompson for Elephants. Second place, Kyle Collins, Shattered Butterfly. And our first place for pencil 11th and 12th, Alexander Wack, Drawing of a Girl. We continue with ink, 9th through 12th. Third place for a piece called Okay, Jamie Smedley. Second place in ink category, 9th through 10th. And the title of this piece is called Crazy Still Life Combo by Elizabeth Jakubiak. And our first place piece for 9th through 10th in ink, piece called Woven Wolf by Amber Churchill. Now on to ink 11th through 12th. I think I mentioned Kelly Thompson before. Kelly Thompson's Elephants, that the first one was Cheetah. Second place goes to a piece called #PoundSign by Sam Zeppazauer. And our first place ink project from 11th through 12th grade, piece called Hyper Beast by Damon Jones. We continue with ceramics 9th through 10th. Third place goes to Caitlin Shelton for Night Sky. And second place for ceramics 9th through 10th goes to Bailey Mans. And for first place in ceramics 9th through 10th, a piece called Fading Flower, Audrey Ruiz. On to ceramics 11 through 12, third place for a title I cannot even pronounce, but I'm going to say Untitled by Sarah Falk. Second place for a piece called Purple Tiger Lily, Melissa Steyer. And first place for ceramics 11th through 12th, Gabriel Stokes, Bottle of Sloth. We continue with sculpture 9th and 10th. Third place for a piece called Blue Herring, Elijah Hanshu. Second place goes to Alicia Harville for her sunflower. And first place for sculpture 9th through 10th. And the piece was called Captured by Aubrey Ruiz. Now sculpture 11th through 12th. Third place goes to a piece titled Good versus Evil by Becca Kopecki. Second place for a piece titled Mother's Warmth by Jessica Julie. And our winner for sculpture 11th through 12th, titled Birdhouse by Miranda Dorr. In other mediums, 9th through 12th, third place goes for Hazy Tree by Caitlin Wilton. Our second place for other medias, 9th through 10th, and the piece was titled Maple Sunset by Emily Falk. And our winner for other mediums, 9th through 10th, and the piece was titled Calm Sunset by Alicia Harville. And for 11th and 12th grade other mediums, third place for a piece called Beach Scene by Raylan Harnish. Second place, piece entitled Beyond the Sea by Vanessa Robbins. And first place for other mediums, 11th and 12th, a piece called Sweet by Damon Jones. Under photography, third place for the piece was entitled Natural Reflections by Chad Gibbs. And second place for a piece called Young Joy, Alexis Forstney. Forstner. Sorry. And our winner for photography 9th through 12th goes to a piece called What Do You See by Bria Mercurio. And our last artistic category, besides the portfolios, we're going through computer art, graphic design, 9th through 12th. Third place goes to a piece called Trifecta by Nathaniel Ramo. Second place, a piece called Reaching Out by Mark Kovach. And the number one piece for computer art graphic design, 9th through 12th, piece called Dreamscape by Edward Taylor. And if you haven't seen the senior portfolios this year, I hope you get a chance to, because we have 11 excellent representations of senior portfolios. And for the judges, it was very hard to choose. But I also want to let everyone know you did a great job, and I was very proud of what you did out there. For the third place, for senior portfolio, best displayed senior portfolio, Logan McMillan. Second place for best displayed senior portfolio, Caitlin Kester. And the first place, best displayed senior portfolio, Damon Jones. And now for my pick of Best of Show. I think it was pretty obvious the piece that stood out about most of them. For the Best of Show, Amber Churchill's. And Amber's name will be engraved on this plaque, and this says in the art room. And we have some honorable mentions. First of all, Mrs. Fulton will mention her honorable mentions.
All right, every time after we find out the results of the show, I go through and I just look, oh my gosh, that didn't get a ribbon. Oh my gosh, that didn't get first place. So I decided that I needed to give honorable mentions because I know all the hard work, the time, the effort that all you students put into your work. So I think you need that recognition. So I'll start out with pencil, and we have Jordan Curitan and Nathan Borowski. Do you have a purple or the green? Either one. Okay, next in the ink category, Amber Hardy. That was Amber Hardy's piece. In painting category, Marcus Brown and Jared Graham. The next category is ceramics. Azra Dedick and Brendan Connard. In the sculpture category, there were so many. Sydney Wilbur, Brian Haynes, and Carly Nieves. In the other category, Justine Harnish and Kaylee Merkel. In the photography category, Jenna Mercurio. In the computer category, Sam Zepiczauer. And for a senior portfolio, Kaylin Kotsky.
Then we have a few more certificates for some very promising freshman artists.
Cameron Hinojosa. Alexandra Hand. Jared Graham. Audrey Henley. Casey Lambert. Kaylee Eastman. Gianni DiTrapani. Sarah McFarland. Caitlin Wilton. Deshaun Edwards Brabson. And finally, Caitlin Draco.
Just so you're aware that we're keeping the display up over the weekend, and then on Monday, we're taking it down. So at that point, you can either come to the art room to get your piece. When we return your artwork, if you'd like the mat, if it's a small mat, it's $1 to purchase. If you don't want it with the mat, we'll take it out of the mat, and it's $2 for larger mats. So we want to thank you for coming, underclassmen. Prepare for next year. Those juniors who have witnessed the senior portfolios, I hope you'll make even better ones for next year. And we will see you next year. Remember, guys, we will be returning to your third hour class.